check out how smooth this sim is in the snowboard pipe. And I thought he was an adult sim. Turns out he's an elder sim, but he has so much style. My goal is for Jim one day to be like him. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sofia and this is Jim. In this Let's Play The Sims 3 Island Paradise, we are still dealing with the winter. It has been winter since the last episode and it has been a while. And Jim was struggling there for a little bit. He's complaining about his back. It was such a huge fall. But he still needs to do 5 snowboard tricks. At least it's what he wants to do. And I always neglect the Sims wishes, so I'm trying to get better at that. And I am also trying to figure out a way that you can see the Sims doing tricks and doing the snowboard. Look at that Sim once again. He's so smooth getting out of the snowboard pipe. Jim is still learning and it's not that smooth. In fact, sometimes he falls and it's not good. It looks so painful. I feel so bad for Jim, but he is also doing snowboard tricks. So now I will select the other option. I believe it is for him to do either 10 or 15 tricks. And once again, I'm trying to figure out a better way to show you how everything works in the snowboard pipe in the Sims 3, since in Sims 4 you can actually do snowboard at the mountains and not in a snowboard pipe like this. I thought it was a good thing to add to the Sims 4, but once again we are already dealing with so much issues in the Sims 4 game. Maybe it's better for them to fix it as soon as possible and then add more things to the game. And Jim did a trick there when he was on the air and doing that thing. So it's good. He's learning as he goes and he's doing something that he really wanted to, but he fell again. He keeps falling. It's not easy to do the snowboard and the snowboard tricks and be as smooth as the other elder sim, I guess. Maybe one day Jim will become a very good at snowboarding like the other sim. So in this episode Jim had the day off. As you can see, he's not working, and I decided for him to go to the winter festival once again. And once again, things didn't work out for Jim. Poor Jim, he's struggling at the snowboard, but he will keep doing it until he gets better. But as I was saying, he didn't work today and I wanted for him to go to the winter festival again to see if he can trade more things at the tickets stall. To be fair, I think he already got everything. Other things he can't use them at his houseboat, so it's not worth it spending the festival tickets on those things. It's what it is. He still is having fun at least and doing some tricks. He loves athletic stuff. He loves to improve his athletic skill, and so it's not all bad, but I feel kind of bad for him because like there's not much that he can do in the island with this weather besides the snowboard and the winter festival, which the only thing left for him to do is the water balloon fight at the festival. And I don't want him to do that because he's already always complaining about how cold it is, how it is freezing and stuff like that. So I think the water balloon fight won't be such a good idea, at least for now. Like in the summer it's fine, but right now in the winter time I don't think it's such a good idea. Oh well. He's still enjoying the winter festival and so far it has been great. I think he's improving or not. He fell once again, so he's not improving that much, I guess. But he's doing a couple of tricks, like when he's on the air and stuff like that. It is a couple of tricks that he learned as he goes. I guess, and it's fine. It's going to be fine. But once again, he still has a little bit to go until he becomes the seaside savior. The water and everything is super cold, and sometimes Sims don't really want to go in the water. The only thing that Jim is missing is to become a seaside savior to complete this lifeguard series. So he still has to do a couple of things, but we will see how that goes. Hopefully he can do it soon enough. And now you can see what I was talking about the festival tickets and such. He will try to trade the tickets, but we already got the things that he can use in his houseboat, which is the first two things. Everything else he can't get it right now, but even if he did, he was not able to use it in his houseboat, so I am not that mad about it. And now I speed up this part a little bit because in the previous episode you already saw the island with the snow and everything. I still think it looks beautiful, but it hasn't stopped snowing since the first day of winter in Island Paradise. It's cool, but at the same time I need to keep checking if there are anything on in front of Jim's houseboat, such as newspapers and bills, because sometimes the mailman or mail lady doesn't left the bills on the mailbox, and I don't want for the hippo man to come here and take all the good things that Jim has. So there's that. I am also thinking that I need to upgrade his living room situation. I am thinking to see if there's a fireplace in the Sims 3. I mean, I don't have all the expansion packs, so I don't know if there are any fireplace or something like that. I am thinking about adding to his houseboat, so when he gets super cold from working, swimming in the ocean and stuff like that, he can get home, take a shower and warm up at the fireplace. So I need to check that, and maybe in the next episode you will see some changes in his house. So there's that. If you are wondering what happened, it's all to make Jim more comfortable around his house and for him not to freeze to, It seems sometimes things get a bit strange, to be fair, but we will see. So he had a meal, he's cleaning up the kitchen, and now he's going to bed. It has been a long day. Of course, he wasn't working, but he was doing snowboard tricks all day, so he's very tired. For a moment, I thought it finally stopped snowing, but it was a short a short period, because next thing you know, it's snowing once again. I was like, oh, finally the snow stopped. But no, I was wrong. It's snowing again, and it's also a new day. So Jim will take care of a couple of things around the house, and I think he will work out for a little bit, because I am thinking that until the end of this let's play he is able to complete the athletic skill and the charisma skill. Those were the skills that were needed for the lifeguard career, and until we complete everything that James wants to do, we will work on that too. And maybe until the end of the let's play I will finally do one of those missions that Sims get over the phone in the Sims 3. But so far he's working out, and then he will take care of his needs because he has work today. I hope he's in time for his work. I hope he's not late to work, as sometimes it happens. And as you can see, it keeps snowing. Sometimes it seems like it's snowing inside the house, but it's not. Which is a very good thing, right? Otherwise it will be chaotic. But in the Sims 4 there was also a bug that it was raining on some Sims house and it was bad. So, I mean, in Sims games, anything can happen, and sometimes it's not very good things. So we need to be prepared for anything until they fix it. So now Jim really needs to take care of his needs and take a shower after all that workout. He is almost at level 8 in the athletic skill. I believe it's either 7 or level 8, and so until level 10 there's not a long way to go now, and I think it's good for him to keep working out. And in one of the other episodes I added push-up thing to his houseboat rooftop, but now with the snow and everything I think it's better for him to work out in front of the TV, and he can still improve his athletic skill. So I believe Jim is going to my favorite area in the island, the beach that has the surfboards and everything, and he hasn't been here in a while, so I am wondering how it's going to be, because in the beach around Jim's houseboat it was very busy in the last episode, so I am wondering if in this episode it will be busy as well, or if nothing happens at all, because sometimes it already happened during the summer, nothing much happening, and now that is winter maybe it's worse because it's freezing out there basically. He also got his weekly payment, which is a good thing. Even if nothing happens in this beach, he already has some money, which is always a good thing. But now we will see. I might speed up some parts depending on how everything goes, on how much work he has. I also spotted a toddler in the beach, in the sand and snow. Now it's a mix of sand and snow everywhere, and I was very surprised because if you remember in the early episodes there was always toddlers in the beach. They showed up out of nowhere, they stayed there for a little bit and then they went away. It was a bit strange and happened in pretty much all of the early episodes of this series. I was very surprised to see a toddler because that hasn't happened in a while, and now it's freezing, so who brought this toddler to the sand and snow area and left him there all by himself? It's a bit strange. Or maybe it's a girl. I said himself, but maybe herself. I don't quite know. But it has to be one of the Sims that is around Jim that brought the toddler, and hopefully nothing bad will happen. Let's hope for the best. But yes, during the summer there was always like 2-3 toddlers on the sand, and then they all disappeared. So sudden, and I don't know what happened to them or like what was going on. It was in the early episodes, and now the toddler also disappeared. I don't know what happened or what is but this was like a tradition in the beginning of this Let's Play. But now it's different and it's more concerning because it's a lot cooler than it was in the summer. But anyway, there's someone building a snowman on the beach. It's not the first time that this happens. In the last episode, there was also snowmans, igloos. It was such a cool thing that Sims were doing at the beach. It was very funny. There's also some of them playing in the water. But again, the water is probably very, very cold and no one is actually swimming in the water. Which, again, it's good for the Sims, but bad for Jim because he is not able to complete his lifetime wish, which is to be a seaside savior. Now, Jim is also having some food because he was not able to have food before he left for work. And this beach has a grill, so he made tofu dogs or tofu hot dogs, I don't know, and he is eating them. And there's actually a lot of Sims playing in the water. Oh no. Like one of the snowmen turned all black. I don't know what happened there because I thought all the snowmen kind of looked the same. Jim did one or made one on the last episode, and this one looks like the Grim Reaper. Like, is this a bad sign? Is this a warning that something bad is about to happen in this area? I don't know, because Jim made a snowman on the last episode and it looked like a hockey player, and the other Sims that were doing or making snowmans, they all looked the same, like they had a broom, a hat, and a scarf. So I don't know how that sim was able to make a Grim Reaper snowman. It's a bit strange. Oh no, and there's a lady that it's all blue, she's freezing. This is not good. Oh my god. Like, I think this was a warning. Whatever that sim was making, that turned into a Grim Reaper, it's a warning. Oh no. Oh, and there's another sim that is also turning to blue, but I think Jim is going to help that lady. Like, he was doing something with the hair dryer. I have never seen this. This is new to me. These are news to me, really. I don't know. And I think Jim will talk with her about beach safety. But the other sim that is playing in the water is also turning blue. So this is not good, like, at all. Like, they are all passing out from the cold. And why don't they change to winter clothes instead of being like this? Oh my god. Like, another one. Jim also needs to help this one. Like, stop talking to that lady and you need to help this scene. Oh, and there's a snowman that looks like the devil. Instead of the broom, he has like the fork. I guess, I don't know how it's called in English. To be completely fair, I think it's a fork. I might be wrong. Feel free to correct me in the comment section. But Jim is once again helping that scene, and I spotted a bottle on the sand and snow thing, so Jim will collect that. He collects seashells and everything that he found while he is working, and no one is in trouble because he is a good lifeguard. He's the best lifeguard of Island Paradise. But again, this was my worst fear, that Sim started to have issues because of the cold and nothing much was happening. But I guess Jim was a bit busy helping them. And now I think Jim went home and I had to fix it because he still has a little bit of work until his shift ends. So it's not time to go home, Jim. You need to work still because there are more sims turning into like blue sims or almost Smurf. Oh my god, this is so bad. I'm so sorry, but I have never seen this before. Again, I thought like the Grim Reaper snowman and this, like, maybe it was a sign that the Grim Reaper was going to the beach and the Sims will pass away, which is also very bad. I am glad that Jim is able to help them and no one passed away. In 18 episodes, there was only one time that the Grim Reaper showed up in this Let's Play, and it was in episode 13. So, I don't know if the entire Let's Play is cursed or not. Anyway, if you made it this far and you enjoy Sims in general, make sure to subscribe, like and share. Thank you for watching. I will see you in my next video.